Republican Senator Mitt Romney was confronted yesterday in an airport. It looks like DCA in Washington, D.C. from the video that we are going to play. You all know I didn't vote for Mitt Romney in 2012. I voted for Barack Obama. You all know Mitt Romney is a conservative Republican, completely not in line with my politics. But Mitt Romney, in this particular confrontation with a complete and utter loon, sounds eminently reasonable and completely respectful and polite, even when he really has no reason to be, given how he's being treated. In this video, you are going to see the end result of the heat Romney has been taking from the right, from the pro-Trump right, because while Mitt Romney is a right-wing religious Republican, he has refused to indulge Donald Trump in some of his authoritarian insanity. Mitt Romney didn't vote for Trump in the presidential election. Mitt Romney, on one of two impeachment counts, actually did vote to convict Mitt Romney in the Senate. And in this video, Mitt Romney is accosted in the airport, and he's way more polite than many people would have been to this woman. When Mitt Romney is the calming voice of reason in a conversation, you know things are crazy, and that they are with this MAGA cult that is here and is likely going to be with us for some period of time. So let's look at the video. We joined the video with Mitt Romney sitting by himself at the airport with his mask on as required, approached by a maskless person. We might call her a maskless holy Karen if we wanted some kind of name. Let's join the video.
How you doing?
Put your mask on.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please put your mask on. It's required by law in this airport.
I'm standing 6 feet away.
I'm sorry. It's required in this
Okay, I'll
airport.
tell you what, because you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it because I want to have a chat with you.
So first of all, I don't need a mask because I'm 6 feet away. You're in the airport. The airports require masks, lady. And that's just a microcosm of how they make up the rules as they go along, as they want them to be. Let's continue.
Why aren't you supporting President Trump?
I do support the things President Trump does that I think I agree with.
You're not supporting him.
I'm sorry, I do agree with many of the things he is for, and I support those things.
Are you going to support him in the fraudulent votes?
Overturn the election? No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because it's a long story. You didn't get a chance to hear my remarks in Congress. It's going to be a real long story.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
It's a long story, but we have a Constitution. The constitutional process is clear. I'll follow the Constitution, and I'll explain all that when we meet in Congress this week.
So Mitt Romney is asked, why won't he support Trump trying to steal the election? And Romney says, because we have a constitution. And you would think that these constitutional fetishists, if they were actually committed to constitutionality, would respect that in Mitt Romney. But no, it actually makes her more angry. And this is one of my favorite moments.
Well, you haven't supported him, and you didn't even support him in the election.
No, I did not.
Why?
For reasons I explained at the time.
You were voted in as a conservative to represent the conservative constituents, period.
Actually, that's not how the Constitution works.
Now, that's fascinating for a few reasons. She says you were voted in as a conservative Republican to represent conservatives. And there's two things there. First, as Mitt points out, he's elected to represent his entire constituency and to defend the Constitution. Stealing an election that Trump lost is not constitutional. But there's also this idea that even a conservative Republican like Mitt Romney isn't really conservative unless he's trying to steal the election for Trump, when in reality, there's nothing conservative about trying to execute an unconstitutional coup when Trump lost the election. Let's watch more.
It is. You're voted in to represent us. You work for us. Am I wrong?
I work for the people of Utah.
Exactly. And I am from Utah.
Yes, well, but you're not the only one.
I voted. I know. There's a lot of people that didn't vote for you. We'll make sure of that one.
Of course I'll be proud of it. That's totally appropriate.
You admit it. You know it. You know it's coming.
They didn't want you in there anyway. So to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't even voted in legally.
So there, Mitt Romney starts walking. But again, two more things to note. First, the woman and a guy also there say, you're going to get primaried, like a threat. And Mitt Romney says, of course, that's fine. That's the process. They're threatening him with something that he supports being part of the system. And it's not praise of Mitt Romney's political views, but he at least has not become so divorced from just the fundamentals of how politics works. That's not really, I deserve to be primaried. That's the system, being primaried. That's what we do. And then the woman throws in, you weren't even voted in legally. And that's really scary. That's scary because it's now completely acceptable in the MAGA cult to offhandedly say about any elected official that you don't like or who doesn't support what you want to do, in this case, try to steal the election. It's now acceptable to say you weren't even voted in legally. I've never heard any question about the legality or integrity of the election in which Mitt Romney won. And that's the long-term danger that I spoke about with Sam Cedar last night as we were watching the Georgia Senate results come in. The normalization and the degradation of our politics, where with Trump saying it was rigged and I won, many of his followers fell for it. And then now they apply it to any election of any politician that they don't like. You weren't even elected legally. And then lastly, once he got on the plane, things weren't much better for Mitt Romney. Trump people starting to chant traitor.
Him know what we think! Traitor! 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 Traitor!
So anyway, it must have been a beautiful fight for a flight there for Mitt Romney. So Democrats held the House in 2020. They won the Senate and won the White House. But this is going to be a very, very long 2 years. The cultists are going to be with us. The question is, how engaged will they be, as I mentioned earlier? And we will be with you in following it.